Hey, let me take the opportunity to introduce your book. I'm glad you want to talk about Iran, but I think your book is on point. I want to get the title just right. This book is new. It's out. It's called The Qur'an Problem and Islamism, and the subheadline is Reflections of a Dissident Muslim. And this book is now available on Amazon, and we have a link underneath this video for people who want to buy it directly. Tell me a little bit about the book, The Qur'an Problem, and then I'm going to ask you how difficult it was to get this thing published, because people are so afraid to publish the wrong thing on Islam. Tell me a little bit about the book first.
Thank you. Thank you so much for talking about this. The book, as the title is of the book, The Qur'an Problem, and I have deliberately put that as a title. It is the heart of the issue and heart of the book. What is the Qur'an problem? The Qur'an problem is the Qur'an is a text. Before it was a text, it was a revelation to the Prophet, to Muhammad. And when the Prophet was alive 1400 years ago and more, there was no Quran. It was simply what the Prophet said, what the Prophet spoke. He was the authority in that sense of the term. After his death, it was collected, his words were collected together, and it became what we have today, the redacted version of the text, that is the Quran. And the authority figures at that time declared that the text is the word of God. So, okay, it is a text, whether it is a word of God or not, it is a matter of belief, but it is a text. And like any text, whether it is the Torah, the Bible, or take the US Constitution, any text is first and foremost open to interpretation. How it is read, who reads it, and what interpretation is given to the text or to the parts and chapters and verses of the text, and then how it is used to legitimize authority. So the people who do the interpretation and then who then enforce the text as law and legitimating factor are people with power. And so a text then becomes an instrument of power. My main issue, as I point out, I go through the history of this discussion, and I point out, is that we have been preoccupied, that is the West and the Muslim world have been preoccupied over the last, say, 50 years, 40 years if you go back to the Iranian Revolution that we began with this, with people who have used the Quran as an instrument of their power, that is political Islam. We have been focused upon them, and they have been brutal, the people in power, whether it is the Taliban, whether it is the Khomeini clique, whether it is the Al-Qaeda, ISIS, the governments in Saudi Arabia and so on. They have been brutal in enforcing their own interpretation on the rest of the Muslim world.
That's an excerpt from my daily TV show, The Yazra Levant Show. Normally it's behind a paywall, but I thought you'd like this video, so we put it on YouTube. If you want to subscribe to watch the daily show every day, including always 2 interviews a day, and I read my hate mail, just click on this screen and become a premium member.